say Bret Bielema, what comes to mind?
Good coach.
Genuine individual.
Very blunt.
Clearly likes to have a good time.
Authentic.
He's a great cook.
Do you think of Wisconsin, maybe 3 Big Ten titles?
He managed to find players, develop players, and win that league.
Maybe it's a surprising move to Arkansas.
You look at Arkansas pulling a winning head coach from another Power 5 school, it's just so rare.
What about press conference? You either loved it or you couldn't stand what he had to say?
I know you're on Twitter. I follow you. Not that good at Twitter.
Maybe it's Bielema getting after people on social media a little bit.
Serial Twitter blocker. Blocked me on Twitter, of all people.
There's a lot of stuff you still don't know about Bret Bielema.
To kneel on the 2-yard line, for me, that's a very fulfilling moment, borderline erotic.
If that was an ass kicking, I'd love to see what last year was.
I'm just looking forward to hopping on the wife, hopping on the plane.
We have enough boring, just completely stale, uninteresting, and rote head coaches in college football today.
The way he says it and the things that he say is what we've outlawed these coaches from saying.
It's never a surprise when Bielema gets an invite from a network to be a guest analyst. He's got a lot to say. He's anything but boring, and he's usually pretty entertaining.
I guess about 2 weeks ago, Adam Zucker, who's the host of the CBS show, reached out to me and said, hey, I'm going to push to try to get you on. Would you? And I said, hey, if I'm free, I'll do it.
He says the things that we probably all wish we could say if we were a head football coach and somebody stuck a mic in our face.
There's more to Bielema than just polarizing comments, a lot more. But there's also no question that his bravado is what gets the biggest reaction.
He's ruffled some feathers and probably good for the SEC. In a league that's gotten a lot more boring, he's kind of spiced it up a little bit.
My pet peeve in life is the people that want to be somebody other than who they are.
I think his cockiness is actually a huge asset in a state that I grew up in, so I know the self-image problems that Arkansans have. I think he's made them believe that they can win.
Being a marketing major, does that help you be a football coach?
You know, I think it does at times. There's definitely times where you're like locked into how can you get maximum exposure, and it's not about me, you know what I mean? I'll try to reference Arkansas as many times as I can today.
Arkansas head coach Bret Bielema is here with us as well. Welcome.
Thank you.
Woo Pig Suey.
Little woo peg in the house.
Yeah.
Big thing though for us is we play Alabama every year, and we weren't expecting Coker to be as big as he is. And we play Florida next year. It's a special group that plays a lot of anger. It's not like he can really be overly analytical, make anybody mad. So I got a pink tie today to be as neutral gets.
Woo Pig in the house. Woo Pig lateral. The Alabama fans, they might, hey, coach, what's going on? They might bother you a little bit, but you know what? If it weren't for that 4th and 25 play against Ole Miss, the Alabama fans would be watching this at home right now.
Well, traditionally, Alabama fans haven't been real kind to me, so I won't be waiting for that.
I don't necessarily think about him being polarizing, but I guess if I step back and look at it, he is in ways. But he speaks his mind. He speaks what he believes is the truth. He is who he is, and when he speaks to that, sometimes he can offend people, or sometimes he can encourage people or get people excited about our program, but he's very real.
What's your ultimate slip? Did it happen this year?
Yeah, I had the hop on the wife.
I'm just looking forward to hopping on the wife, hopping on the plane.
That was probably one of the in pure just Freudian, just little looked up and everything, all the stars aligned. Thankfully it was after a win because it made it a lot easier to deal with.
I don't get the feeling that when you say things it bothers you. Did that one hang with you a little bit?
No, just because she saw it, she knew exactly where I was coming from. And
she was there.
Yeah, she was there. The reason I said it is because she looked up and smiled. We had actually talked on Thursday night, hey, because I felt good we were going to win that game, of maybe stopping somewhere on the way home and getting takeout and then going home, but it all depended on what happened in the course of the game. So I knew she was thinking exactly what I was thinking, that since we won the game, we were going to do a little take home, but it came out the wrong way.
Describing a blowout football victory as borderline erotic.
And we have another one that got some really good mileage too. When you described how it felt to crush Texas and kneel the ball down.
Borderline erotic.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a slip. That was. I thought
wasn't a slip. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was just.
You said that on purpose.
I did. Yeah, I didn't really premeditate or anything, but I really, really enjoy playing this game in a way that, if you play the way that we say we can play, there's nothing more invigorating than to be able to do something and have the other team not be able to do anything about it. And to me, to take a knee at the end of the game to win it, that defines that.
Allen takes a knee, and the Razorbacks have won the Texas Bowl.
He's won Big Ten titles.
Wisconsin in the Big Ten is very much like Arkansas in the SEC. He managed to find players, develop players, and win that league. Well, it's a little bit tougher to do because you're trying to do it against Alabama and against LSU and against Auburn, just in your own division.
Derrick Henry intimidates a lot of people before he gets in the stadium. He's a tremendous player, and last week to get the number of reps and, like BJ said, to play the way he did in the fourth quarter is amazing. It's amazing how much chatter there is, nonstop.
And all of that was just practice.
Practice. We did one segment 3 times, though.
He's just always in the moment. We're on that Atlanta trip, and to me, the most interesting thing that happened was him trying to talk to recruits in the vehicle on the way to the Georgia Dome.
What up, Sos? Coach B. That's my new accent. I'm in Atlanta. I'm throwing them off.
While these official visitors are back on campus.
They didn't break your curfew last night? Really looking forward to hearing from what you're thinking. We gaining some strides?
He's just on his game on the phone.
Did you eat that cookie I made for you? You believe I made that big thing? Huh? No, I'm just kidding. We bought it. I did a taste test, though.
He's entertaining, always, whether it's big group, one-on-one, small group.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I like it. It's a free PR. Can't beat that.
College football in general has become so corporate and buttoned up, and nobody wants to be interesting. He will say anything. He will make comments, I would say probably by design. He knows they're going to go viral. He's not afraid to put himself out there and be funny and be blunt. College football just doesn't have that many characters anymore.
I can't control what people think about me. There are certain things that I've done or said or do that I realize that I probably didn't need to do that or maybe rub someone the wrong way, but they probably took it either out of text or they just don't know me the way that I'm trying to deliver it. Everything I say has a purpose. Everything I do has a purpose. I very seldom do things that isn't calculated in my own mind.
Look, at the end of the day, Bret is true to himself. And he's always been that way, and I really hope he always is that way. Can never hurt him? I don't think so. I think he's real, and people are attracted to that more than anything. Never change, Bret Bielema. Never, ever change.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Being Bret Bielema.
It feels good to be part of the Crane Automotive team. Who's in for huge savings on over 1,600 pre-owned vehicles?
I'm in.
All backed with a 100,000-mile warranty and the Crane commitment. Visit craneteam.com today.
Next time on Being Bret Bielema.
This should be good humor here. And I'm like, bro, we can't have the son getting engaged in that poor game. What if she says no? First time you guys ever got back on a squad car together? Not a lot of room back there, is it? Keep forgetting I got a mic on. When's the last time you saw a TCBY? Whoopig! I'm gonna get jumped. We're outside the Peabody.